In this edition of UTA Spotlight, we give you a look into the upcoming UTA campus elections.
Also, a contraceptive pill will be available for over-the-counter purchase.
Additionally, we provide a recap of South by Southwest. UTA Spotlight starts now. Welcome to UTA Spotlight, where we bring UTA highlights to you. I'm Karina Laurelis.
And I'm Andrew Walgas. Thank you for joining us.
For the first time in history, a contraceptive pill will be available for over-the-counter purchase. Maverick Media reporter Jarir Hoffman has more.
Last July, the FDA approved the first non-prescription birth control pill known as O-pill. This will be the first time in history where an over-the-counter contraceptive will be available to the public. I asked Dr. Angela Middleton about this new contraceptive pill and why it matters.
It's actually really an important milestone we've hit because this will allow them to be able to just go down to their neighborhood pharmacy and pick this up on their own or order it online.
The pill's manufacturer, Perrigo, promises that the contraceptive is both safe and effective for users.
This pill is considered very safe. You can't ever say something is 100% not dangerous, but certainly taking the pill is going to be way less of a concern than getting pregnant.
Dr. Middleton also explains that UTA students who need reproductive services can reach out to the UTA Health Center for assistance.
Everybody pays a medical service fee, so that gets you access to our clinic, and you can come in and see one of our gynecology providers if a person's wondering about birth control, and that visit is free to have that consult.
O-pill is set to hit major retailers in late March or early April. Jarir Rahman, UTA News.
Visit the UTA Health Services website to learn more about wellness for women offered on campus.
As the UTA spring campus elections quickly approaches, UTA student government held an event for the candidates. Daniel Castagna provides a look inside the event.
Candidate forum is an opportunity for students to get to know candidates and what they're running for, their campaign, as well as ask them questions and get to meet and greet with them and find out more about what they're running for and what change they want to see on campus.
I chose UTA. It just felt like a sense of home when I was on campus, and I just want to help build that school spirit with everybody.
I feel like being Miss UTA is more than being about being a position, it's about being a movement.
And I think I have the first-hand experience of what it feels like to have that sense of belonging and how much important it is in your life to get that sense of belonging to succeed.
I'm running for Miss UTA because working alongside Vidya has been a role model for me, and I want to pursue that.
I have seen how 3 different Miss UTAs have handled different challenges that they have seen, and I feel like that's something unique to me that I can really bring forward in my campaign.
I feel like the minority and the cultures have been oppressed, and that's why I'm learning. I want to keep that culture and that tradition going.
So many times in the leadership center of student government, we find ourselves in different conflicting ideas and conflicting opinions. And not even as vice president, I serve to be able to facilitate and moderate conversations.
As part of UTA Investors, I've been helping with university pride and traditions. I feel like being part of vice president, I can actually talk to that.
Every responsibility immensely, and it seems to strengths understanding and using compassion to hear concerns and addressing them is the most important part of being an elected representative.
When we have different opinions, it's very normal. The reason why is because everyone has their own personality, especially UTA is a diversity campus and everyone come from different backgrounds, different country.
When you can work together and help one another, and once you understand what one is capable of, I feel once I do that, I'll be able to get everyone on the same page and turn it into a beautiful book that's going to be the presidency.
The campus election will take place 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on April 1st and April 2nd. You can vote through MavOrgs or at the Art Gallery in the UC. For UTA Entertainment News, let's throw it over to Jarir.
Thank you, Andrew. I'm Jarir Rahman. Let's recap some of this month's biggest events. This month, one of Texas's biggest festivals, South by Southwest, took place in Austin. Kirsten Warner was on the festival grounds. Take a look.
South by Southwest is an annual interactive festival in Austin, Texas that showcases music, tech, health, film, and more. During the 9-day festival, badge holders are able to attend daily sessions and workshops led by some of the brightest leaders in entertainment and STEM from across the globe. Music is a big focus during the festivals as newer artists set out to make a name for themselves. Like Prince Amin, who traveled south to Austin to get a taste of what South by Southwest is all about.
Actually, I got invited for the Afrobeats dancehall segment. Yes, and finally a part of the South by Southwest officially, so that's pretty dope. And I'm actually an upcoming artist based in Montreal, Canada.
The Creative Industries Expo is a space to network with companies on the cutting edge of innovation, while the film festival gives filmmakers the opportunity to premiere new and independent films. Neptune's Core traveled from the Midwest to also make their debut at the festival.
Well, we're like an alternative rock band from Chicago. We're two sets of sisters or best friends who've been playing music together since like middle school.
With so many live performances to choose from, next year, don't forget to download the South by Southwest app to plan accordingly. Kirsten Warner, UTA News.
South by Southwest badges and wristbands for March 2025 are on sale now. March is Women's History Month. Let's take a look at some celebratory events that took place this month in honor of the power and influence of women.
Women's History Month has been filled with recognition of women who have paved the way for others and women who are setting the tone now. The Women Who Paved the Way exhibit in special collections on the Central Library's top floor showcases items relating to the stories of local women and historic firsts, like the late Kalpana Chawla, UTA alumni, and the first South Asian woman to go to space. The Women's History Month Pop Culture Con took place in the Rio Grande Ballroom. The action-packed convention-style event celebrated women's impact on pop culture with activities, art, and cool presentations.
Had an exciting performance at the pop culture presentation here for Women's History Month. I'm really excited because during my panel presentation, I was able to feature students from the dance area as well as students from the Black Theater Society. They were a big and integral part of my presentation, and we were just really excited to feature them and really center student learning as part of the presentation today.
Women's Month is approaching its end, so be sure to thank all the women in your life. Back to you guys.
Well, one woman I look up to is my mother, as she is an immigrant and works hard to provide for me. What about you, Karina?
I agree. A woman I look up to would also be my mom. She shows what it means to be determined and strong. Coming up after the break, we'll take a look at the practice of Ramadan.
Also, we give you a quick look into some history behind the upcoming solar eclipse. Stay tuned.
COVID-19 has changed how we stomp the yard and feel the beat. Now it's time to take the first step that lets us get back to strolling instead of scrolling. Before we can safely come together, we need the facts. As COVID-19 vaccines become available, you may have questions.
Is it safe?
Should I get it? Is it free? It's okay to have questions. Now get the facts about COVID-19 vaccines at getvaccineanswers.org so you can make an informed decision for yourself and for your fam.
The All Majors Job Fair is a chance for UTA students to network and meet industry professionals. Jet Nelson has more.
There was no basketball in the Maverick Activity Center on March 6th as the annual Spring Job and Internship Fair was being held at noon. Hundreds of students showed up to meet with employers from across the Metroplex, including Arlington Independent School District. Here's a quick look at the fair from the perspective of students like Reese, an education major.
I think it's really important for UTA to have these opportunities, especially because there's not ever a right time to specifically find a job. So having an opportunity like this at school is a good time to get your name around and see what options are out there for you and your major.
Jet Nelson, Arlington Sentinel News.
To learn more about possible internships and networking opportunities, visit the Handshake app.
This year, March marked the beginning of one of the holiest months of the year for Muslims. We talked to the Muslim Student Association to learn more about the yearly tradition.
To show gratitude and become closer to God, Muslims fast from all forms of food and drink from dawn until dusk throughout the month. Members of the Muslim Student Association shared what Ramadan means to the Muslim community.
Ramadan, for me at least,
the breakdown symbol is the month of a break, from society, distractions, news, whispers, rumors, gossips.
The whole theme regarding Ramadan is again, strengthening the soul by weakening the body. Your body is deprived of food and water and, your desires, intimacy, and so forth. Eid is where you would get rewarded for all the fasting you've done throughout the month. And in that, you invoke God's praise and show gratitude to God by giving out to the poor and also inviting neighbors and relatives to feasts and dinner events and so forth. It is not something specific to the Muslims. We believe that this is an act of, worshiping God throughout communities.
For many Muslims, Ramadan is a time of self-reflection and community. The last day of Ramadan this year is April 9th.
On April 8th, the DFW Metroplex will be in direct lineage of a total solar eclipse. Here is some history behind this once-in-a-lifetime event. UTA Library's Special Collections is proud to present Theoria, Eclipsium, Curiosity, Captivation, Connection, an exhibition featuring over 500 years of eclipse history. The exhibition features maps, rare books, and photographs. This exhibition was produced in collaboration with students in Dr. Kim Brewer's Medieval Science and Technology class. The exhibit will be open Tuesdays through Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on the 6th floor of the Central Library. Eclipse glasses and other giveaway items will be available for viewers of the exhibit while supplies last. UTA will host a celebration in front of the campus planetarium from 12:22 p.m. to 1:43 p.m. on April 8th. UTA may cancel class during that time.
That's all we have for today for this edition of UTA Spotlight. To stay up to date with us, please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and X at MavMedia UTA.
And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you never miss a highlight again. I'm Karina Laurelis.
And I'm Andrew Walgast. Thank you so much for joining us. See you next time.